This is a nice hotel. We must say goodbye. Let us roll and get some breakfast. Should we check out first and then get breakfast? Is that how it works?
Yeah. I can't fathom people not having a side hustle or having something to chase. Yeah, you talk to people who just go on like social media all day and this, they're just spending their time with the same old garbage.
So what you are talking about is very interesting, because in the moment you have seen a new way of how you can live your life.
Exactly.
It's not possible for you to go back.
Exactly.
And whenever you're talking to other people who are still stuck in their one directional way of living, you always
it's like
think to yourself,
why are you doing?
Yeah. In that moment, it's so hard for you to go to a party. It's so hard for you to talk to average people about average stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on TV.
Yeah, I couldn't give two shits anymore.
Yeah, like, exactly. It's like that. It's
complete bullshit.
It's like in the movie. There was this movie. So with Keanu Reeves. It was The Matrix. No, it was The Matrix.
Okay, yeah.
And in the movie Matrix, he was like, "Whoa, okay, now I have found out what life is really about and what's possible. Then you can't go back into your old life." And I think the whole thing happened to me when I was 27 years old. I found out that there's so much more in life, and it's totally up to who you work with, who you talk with, what kinds of books you're reading. And at that moment, I eliminated my TV at home. Since I'm 27 years old, I don't have a TV at home.
Oh, wow.
I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
I don't use the newspapers on a daily basis. What I do is I talk to people. I try to learn a lot, and yeah, it's like waking up. And for me, for example, so stuff like going to parties, having small talk at conferences, it's not possible anymore, because I know I want to use my time. I want to use my 24 hours.
I've noticed
in
that
another
as well.
way.
It's like sometimes I'm in situations where you know what, I really don't want to be here. This is not a good use of time, and I'll just dip.
And then sometimes people tell me about how much like their annual salary they get, and you know, sometimes it's like, it would be nice to get a bit extra money, but I don't like that lifestyle for me. It's not as fulfilling. I don't get to make the change I'd like to with people. Do you know what I mean?
And sometimes, so when I was in your age, I was that guy. Okay, money. This is fulfilling. And so I really have to tell you, in your young age, you're so much wiser than I was at that time. So you're so much wiser than I totally believe 90% of the people out there who are just working for the money. And why are you that wise at that age?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I read a lot. Maybe it's the books I read, the people I hang around with. Thank you. That's very humbling of you to ask. I don't know. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Maybe it's that.
So you always worked on yourself.
Yeah, from the age of 20, I suppose. I don't know.
And what happened at the time? So why at the age of 20?
It's funny you asked that. It's so funny you asked that. So, you know, we mentioned the watch.
Yeah.
This is recording, but I'll say it anyway. So, my girlfriend at the time that broke up with me, I was very lost, and I realized I was like, damn, I was really invested in this, and it just all kind of went. I mean, it sounds very petty now. I shouldn't have allowed myself to be like that. But then I was just like, I feel very incomplete. This isn't good. So I just read a lot. A lot of self-development, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is how I should be thinking instead. I should be valuing this instead of that. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense, because a lot of people, when they change their life, when they start to work on themselves in a way of I want to self-develop myself, when you ask them why they started, it always started with a night of tears. It always started with a situation in life where you say, someone broke up with me, someone died, I lost something which was so important for me, I lost in a game or something like that. But it always starts with when you feel alone, when something in your world is shaking you up and you have no idea what to do, in that moment, it's the most important moment, and some people use it for self-development, and others use it for to think about, okay, it's the fault of the world. It was never my own fault. And the other people, like you, they start to work on themselves. But it always starts with some shitty situation.
Exactly. I used to like point the finger like, oh, I did this right.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I read more and I dropped the ego. I was like, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm sure maybe I messed up a few times here and there.
Amazing.
And yeah, it's got me reflecting.
Thank you for your story.
Oh.
This is so cool.
I should be asking you the question.
No,
What's
no,
going
no,
on?
no. You are such an inspiration. It's amazing.
No, that's too kind of you, man.
So the thing is, so when I talked to you, I think after 10 minutes I knew, okay, you were very, very wise in a lot of ways.
I think so.
Yeah, you are.
I mean,
and knowing things about life has nothing to do with your age. It has only to do with your experiences and what you try to learn out of them. Because from the day you were born, life gives you experiences, and you can take them and say, thank you, I want to learn from it, or you can say, no, I don't want to think about it. So many people, they never want to think about the bad things in life which happen to them. Therefore, you will find people who are 50 years old and they always say, no, it was never my fault in life. Mindset thing, forget it. Then you will talk to people who are 20 years old, 22, 23, who are so much thinking forward. And I love to work with people like that.
I appreciate it. That's how I feel about this guy. He's 20.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's our baby boy. And you want some sweets, desserts?
I'm alright,
we will go for ice cream.
Oh, there's ice cream.
I'm sorry. Maybe today it's not possible for you to go back with British Airways because of overweight.
That's too kind, man. So kind. Oh, there's a bee.
Always space for ice cream. There's always time for one ice cream.